Hi guys, welcome to The Occasional Biker, and today we're going to be talking about the Camino L build. It's finished! So, the Camino frame, I think it looks really good. Colour scheme's understated, I suppose you'd say, which is why I tried to pick it out with some bright pedals and different coloured bar tape. We'll get onto the bar tape in a minute. It's a nice relaxed geometry, so if you're old and a bit fat like me and unfit, then it's quite easy to ride. Although I'm still fiddling about with the position just to get it right, and a little bit picky. Just fiddling with the saddle height and angle, but I'll get there in the end. But overall, really like the frame. It's burly, well made, stiff. On the road it doesn't feel much slower than my old frame, even though this is running on 38C tyres. The old frame was running on 28C, and it feels a little bit lighter, unless I'm remembering it wrong. The old build being heavier than it actually was, but it feels really nice to ride. Alp kit stroke Sonder customer service, I don't know, we'll see if I have any problems with the frame. I did email them during the build with a couple of questions that didn't get answered. So the Spitfire bars are really nice. I've got quite wide shoulders, so I always go for a 46 centimetre width in drop bars. There's just enough flare on them to allow you to get into the drops without having to reach around the tops, and there's not too much reach on them either. Again, relaxed. I chose the relaxed geometry frame, the tall head tube, because I'm not that flexible, so that was important to me. Again, that 46 centimetre width has proved to be a bit of an issue with the bar tape, but I'll get onto that in a minute. Overall, pretty impressed with the Spitfire bars. Not too expensive, seem well made. They're aluminium bar, not much that can go wrong, is there? But yeah, pretty impressed with the bars. I bought a new set of Tioga 4700 shifters and rear mech to match for the build. Been really impressed with the 4700s. I've never had what you call a high-end road bike. I've always kept the money, spending a lot of money side of things on mountain bikes, as that's always what I've primarily ridden. But yeah, coming from the 4600s to 4700 Tioga shifters, you can really tell the difference. The shape is a lot nicer to use, they're much more comfortable to hold when you're on the hoods. The lever shape is a lot nicer, they're wider and they feel better in the hand. The cable pull ratios, as well as the shifter on the brake side, seem to have changed as well. I've noticed quite a difference on the new build with my Spire cable disc brakes. They seem to be more powerful, more easily modulated, so I think Shimano must have changed the cable pull for the brakes, the cable pull ratio for the brakes in the shifters as well, because it really seems to make a difference with the Spires. I'm going to do a separate video on the Spires in the not too distant, so hopefully that'll help a few people out, because there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether these brakes are actually any good or not. So I will share my experience with them over the last year and a half, 2 years that I've had them, the changes that I've made and what's made a difference. My first road bike build, the setting up the shifting, primarily on the front, but in general, with getting the cables in, getting the shifters in the right position in the indexing, to be able to get the cable through and get everything set up correctly, it has proved to be a bit of a ball ache, to be perfectly honest. I had to watch a few YouTube videos myself just to get it correct, especially on the front mech side, and it took a lot of fettling, quite a lot of swearing to get the bloody things to shift correctly and be in the right position to avoid cable rub on the front, chain rub on the front anyway. But got there in the end. If you're going to take on a full road bike building, you've not done it before, I suggest you do a bit of reading beforehand, because there are a few tips and tricks to setting these things up correctly so that you keep your sanity. Basically, they are a bit difficult. Last one, bar tape. It's not the first time I've done bar tape on a road bike. I've done it a couple of times before. For some reason, with the Spitfire bars, maybe the angles are a bit more acute. I don't know. I had trouble getting the tape on. I thought I might have issues, which is why I bought 2 sets of bar tape. The bar tape I bought was this Data Elementi from bought it from Wiggle again actually, and I bought 2 sets in exactly the same colour. Put the first set on, cocked it up, had quite a big gap where it had popped out from under the wrap. Thought, oh God, I'll just do that side. Got the second set out and realised they weren't actually the same colour, they must have been from different batches, so I had to do the whole lot again. The bar tape feels fine in the hand. It's not long enough for a set of 46cm bars. It just doesn't cover close enough into the stem to give you enough room to grip the tops of the bars. So that'll be getting replaced quite soon. But yeah, that tape, although I really like the look of it, I like the colour, will be getting replaced because small cock up again on the second wrap. My fault, novice. And anyway, it doesn't cover enough of the bars, so I'll be looking for some more. If anybody's got any suggestions, send me a message or hit me up in the comments and let me know. So there you go, it's done, it's finished. I can recommend the frame and the Tiago 4700 shifters. If you're looking for a low cost upgrade, the frame's great, it yards really well. The shifters feel really good as well once you get them set up correctly. Even the tyres and the reflective strip have grown on me. I think they work quite well with the grey colour scheme on the frame, with it being quite subtle. So yeah, hope you like the video, hope you like the build, and see you again in the next one. Cheers.